It's a crafting day. Peppa is excited to make a colorful kite. Little George is carefully cutting cardboard for his own creation. Mummy Pig is folding a lovely paper flower. Peppa is coloring the kite's long tail, and George helps choose the best
so
colors.
Pretty!
Look!
Daddy Pig is trying to fold a perfect paper airplane. Mummy Pig shows Peppa how to tie the ribbon knot onto her kite.
Just like this, see? Now you try.
George loves glue. He is proudly sticking his cardboard dinosaur together. Mommy and Daddy Pig clapped for George's clever dinosaur.
That is a truly amazing piece of art.
It really is.
Look at Peppa's finished kite. She is so excited she spins around. George is seriously painting every spot on his dinosaur. The crafts are done. Mummy Pig and Peppa carried their flower and kite outside. Daddy Pig and George rushed out too, ready to play.
Watch out!
Mummy Pig tossed her beautiful paper flower into the breeze. Peppa ran fast and hard to get her colorful kite high in the sky. Daddy Pig threw his paper airplane with a mighty whoosh. George ran in circles, making his dinosaur roar loudly. Mummy Pig and Peppa sat down to watch the high-flying kite. Daddy Pig and George chased the paper plane, giggling with fun. Mummy and Daddy
look
Pig
at you, my
watched
little
their
one.
children, happy and loving the perfect weekend.
You make us so happy.
A fierce storm raged outside. Illuminating a strange crack that appeared on the floor.
Oh no!
Filled with fear and curiosity, a dark passage opened beneath their home. Mummy Pig bravely led the way into the cold cellar. Daddy Pig protected a shivering George at the bottom, facing the unsettling gloom. Peppa and Mummy saw a strange, pulsating light from a tunnel.
What is that light?
Peppa crossed the threshold, instantly realizing the terrifying change in the world around her. Daddy and George stepped into the parallel world, overwhelmed by the bleak sky and oppressive silence. Mummy saw shadowy figures fleeing, fueling her growing dread. Peppa looked up, witnessing the dark entity, a black void consuming the sky. Daddy Pig stood firm, his protective resolve stronger than the approaching shadow. Mummy Pig shielded George with unconditional love, a warm island of hope. As the family touched, a powerful golden light of unity began to shine. Illuminated by their bond, a defiant Peppa extended her light toward the encroaching darkness. A triumphant Daddy Pig lifted George high in celebration. As Mummy Pig watched the shimmering tunnel close. Peppa found herself back in the quiet, familiar cellar, the thunder replaced by silence. The next morning, Mummy and Daddy exchanged a secret, knowing smile over the perfectly healed floor. Peppa and George played happily on the solid ground. The adventure adventure was their secret, a warm confirmation that family strength can conquer any fear. Today, the pig family is going to the vegetable garden. Peppa and Mommy Pig step inside, and Daddy Pig and George are already jumping over the carrot rows. Oh, look! George sees a big pumpkin.
Oink! Oink!
The whole family bends down to pick the lovely fresh red tomatoes together. Wow, George
You
is covered
little
in mud.
rascal!
Mommy Pig wipes his face. But quickly, George runs super fast to chase a lovely little rabbit. Peppa joins the chase, running and giggling.
Oink, oink, oink!
Daddy and Mommy Pig
kids.
watch their children play and smile happily. Time to water the plants. Peppa uses her tiny watering can. Daddy Pig uses the big hose. Daddy is planning some mischief. Splash! A little water hits George's face, making him laugh loudly. Daddy Pig pretends to get Peppa wet. Peppa yells in surprise.
Help!
So Peppa and George start a very fun water fight. Mommy Pig just shakes her head, but she is smiling too.
Psych!
Now everyone is wet and tired. Daddy Pig brings
that's
the
better.
full basket of vegetables out to the soft green grass. Time to eat. George crunches happily on a fresh carrot. Peppa leans against Daddy, and they watch the beautiful sunset together. Mommy Pig is so happy to see her family together. After a long day, Peppa smiles and says goodbye. What a wonderful outing! It is a bright morning in the bedroom. Peppa ties a red cape onto George. He is now Super George. Time for action. Super George runs out into the garden faster than the wind. Peppa chases after him. They're having great fun. Suddenly, George stops. Oh no! A poor little orange cat is stuck high up in the big oak tree and cannot get down. Don't worry, little cat. Peppa lifts George up on her shoulders. He reaches out his hand very gently to save the day. Hooray! The cat is safe on the soft grass. But look over there. The flowers in the garden are thirsty and sad. Super! George uses his magic watering can. Wow! It is magic! The sunflowers bloom bright and yellow again. Mommy Pig is hanging out the washing. It is very windy. Super! George rushes over to help Mommy hold the heavy, wet sheets. What a fast superhero! Daddy Pig is sweeping the autumn leaves. It is hard work. But Super George has his own little broom to help push the leaves. High five! The garden is tidy and clean. Mommy and Daddy are very proud. George loves being a superhero. The pig family is ready for their big ocean adventure. Look! Peppa and Daddy Pig are already seeing amazing blue water outside. George is a little nervous, but he loves looking out the window. Mommy Pig helps him spot the colorful fish swimming by. What a wonderful underwater world! Peppa sees something huge and old. It's a sunken ship. Daddy Pig is brave and goes closer to check it out. Be careful, Daddy Pig. Wow! The whole family is together, watching a million tiny fish dance around the wreck. But wait, George found something even smaller and shinier, a glowing blue jellyfish. Peppa wants to touch the pretty jellyfish, but Daddy Pig says, no, not yet. Then Peppa and George swim away and play happily in a beautiful garden of coral. Mommy Pig loves the pretty sea flowers. The coral is so colorful. Look at George. He sees a speedy red crab and tries to catch it. Daddy Pig and Peppa are giggling at George's clumsy chase. After all the excitement, Mommy Pig and Peppa sit down for a little rest, enjoying the quiet blue sea. Time for a photo. It's a giant, friendly sea turtle. Peppa and George wave, hello. The dive is over. George is tired but happy. Daddy Pig takes one last, long look at the deep, deep ocean. Back on the boat, Peppa and George tell everyone about their amazing trip. What a journey! Now the whole family looks at the map and plans where they will explore next. Peppa and George found something amazing in the grass. It's a strange, big, colorful seed. Mommy Pig wonders what kind of plant it will grow into. Daddy Pig uses his big magnifying glass to look closer at the seed.
Just a little bit more, Pep.
Now it's time to plant it.
That's it. You're doing great.
George gently drops the special seed into the ground. Peppa and Mommy Pig pat the dirt on top to keep the seed warm and cozy. Daddy Pig and George give the seed some nice, clean water. Peppa and George wait and wait. But nothing happens. Planting takes patience. It's bedtime for Peppa. She gives her parents a good-night hug. George is fast asleep too, clutching his dinosaur. In the dark, the magic seed is growing fast.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
It bursts out of the ground. The plant grows taller and taller, right up to the clouds.
Look at that!
Good morning! Peppa and Daddy Pig open the door and look up.
Wow! Let's do this.
Mommy Pig and George touch the huge, thick stalk. Peppa is brave. She starts climbing the giant stalk, higher and higher. Daddy Pig follows closely behind her, making sure he holds on tight. Mommy Pig and George wave from far, far below. Peppa climbs all the way up and reaches the fluffy white clouds. Daddy Pig reaches the top. They look out over the magical world above the clouds. Peppa jumps for joy. What an amazing giant adventure!
Wow! Look at that! Look at that! Let's go in!
The pig family is ready for an adventure deep underground. Mommy Pig checks Daddy Pig's light to make sure it's bright and safe. Peppa and Daddy Pig look into the dark cave. It looks very mysterious.
It's okay.
George is a little bit scared, but Mommy Pig gives him a comforting hug. Into the dark tunnel they go. Daddy Pig leads the way.
Look, it's so sparkly.
Mommy Pig shows George the special rocks on the cave wall. Peppa sees something amazing. Giant, shiny purple crystals. Daddy Pig points high up at the huge, sparkling ceiling.
Amazing.
George gently touches a cold, drippy crystal rock. Mommy Pig and Daddy Pig carefully step over a small stream of water on the floor. A muddy puddle. Peppa jumps right in and splashes Daddy Pig.
Oh dear.
George is busy playing with his small bucket, scooping up all the thick cave mud. Look, Daddy Pig found a secret. It's a very old fossil of a creature on the wall.
My.
Peppa uses her light to trace the ancient picture with her finger. Time for a rest in the quiet cave chamber.
Dinosaur!
Daddy Pig shows Peppa how to make a big, loud echo. The loud sound startles George. Mommy Pig gives him a quick hug. Peppa and Daddy Pig see a tiny light. The way out is up the winding path. George bursts out into the sunshine. What a relief!
Oh my.
Peppa and Daddy Pig follow, covered in mud, but happy after their amazing underground adventure. The pig family's at the park. Peppa runs fast with excitement.
Look, Geo. A giant slide. Wow, it's so high.
Will George be brave enough to try it?
Whee!
Daddy Pig pushes Peppa super high on the swing. George slides down the slide and lands with a happy thump. Now it's time to build. The family runs to the big sandbox. Peppa and Mommy Pig work hard to build a tall, fancy sandcastle. George tries to scoop the sand, but he spills it on his head. Silly George. Daddy Pig builds a huge, strong wall for their beautiful castle.
And this is how we make it spin.
Mommy Pig shows Peppa the spinning roundabout. Round and round they go. Peppa and George hold on tight as Daddy Pig makes them spin fast. George is a little dizzy, but he's smiling.
You can do it. Just one step at a time.
Mommy Pig helps George climb the little stairs. Peppa and Daddy Pig choose the best wooden horses. George rides a small pony and holds the pole tightly. Peppa sways up and down on her tall horse. Mommy Pig and George sing a song while the carousel music plays. What a pretty ride.
Humming softly. This is the best day ever.
Time for a
I
snack.
know, right?
I agree.
Peppa gives tired George a big cuddle. What a happy day at the park.